The days don't blend together anymore like they used to. Back when I was working for someone else and slogging through my old routine, nothing ever stood out. Week to week, day to day, everything was the same. I've been on the road for nearly 700 days now, and I could tell you one thing or remember one moment from each and every single day so far. And that's because they're all so full of life now. Like when I hopped off the cruise ship I was on and met up with my buddy Deke to spend the day in Bali. And just as a quick recap, here's what it took to get here. I gave up my job, my car, my home, my clothes, my health insurance, my friends, and my family to chase my dreams around the world. And when I began my journey and left for Africa, only one hotel at the time had agreed to host me in exchange for the photos and films I offered to create for them. And looking back, I don't know what I was thinking, because I certainly wasn't in a position to afford life on the road and to pay for hotels all along the way. But since then, over 200 hotels, one in each city I've visited, have hosted me, and I've spent less than $100 total on lodging. And now not only am I staying in hotels for free, but I've actually had some hotels pay me to stay with them, which is something that seemed impossible back when I first started. And I've gotten paid to go on breathtaking hikes in Australia, just like the one you're about to see. But none of that happened overnight though, and two big things had to happen first. I had to take the leap and believe in my vision without knowing how all this would exactly work out. And I've been willing to work for free and to go broke for my dream. Living like that takes a lot out of you though, and this journey has called on everything in me. I haven't avoided the struggle though, and I haven't pretended that it's always been easy. But it just goes to show that when you truly want something and you refuse to give up, that it will in fact begin to work out if you just keep inching forward, like this quote from Patanjali suggests. When you're inspired by some great purpose, some extraordinary project, all your thoughts break their bonds. Your mind transcends limitations, your consciousness expands in every direction, and you find yourself in a new, great, and wonderful world. Dormant forces, faculties, and talents become alive, and you discover yourself to be a greater person by far than you ever dreamed yourself to be. And I found those words to be some of the truest I've ever read. I've embraced the downs as much as the ups because that's where the real growth is, and I can finally say that I've reached a point where I'm in love with it all. And that means when it goes right and even when it goes terribly wrong. I think one of the reasons it's working out is because money is not the most important thing to me. I haven't let not having enough stop me. Now sure, sometimes that means eating soggy leftovers for lunch and dinner, or a sorry-looking sandwich during a 16-hour bus ride. But the things my eyes have seen and the feelings my heart has felt is really what life's about. I've risked it all for experiences. And hard work is a funny thing. I used to run from it. But now that I know my passion, I can't help but run towards it. I would always show up late and leave early when I was working for someone else. But passion moves me now, and it wakes me up early, and it won't let me fall asleep at night. Another reason why my transformation from the 9-to-5 routine to world traveler is starting to work is because I refuse to be outworked. I always think of something the motivational speaker Eric Thomas once said. He said, "They don't just give out success, but you can earn it." And whether that means standing outside in the negative 30-degree temperatures in Siberia or the 115-degree heat in Sudan, I've always been willing to put in the extra work, even if I don't know how all the dots are going to connect. Now, I don't have as much money as I did when I started, and my shoes, my jeans, my shirts, and even my underwear all have holes in them. But my heart is full. And after fighting so hard for so long, somewhere in Australia it hit me. I'm not trying to live my dream anymore. I'm actually living it. Now, the question is, can I sustain it?